Hey everybody, Claudia from the We Garden Homestead here. I am in the car today. I am on the road. I am going to Aldi. I have never been to Aldi before. One time when it first opened, Mr. Salty and I walked in and we walked around real quick. We weren't doing any shopping, so it's I would call it never being before. It's a little bit of a drive for me. It's about 35 minutes. It's a little farther than it is for me to go to Walmart or Publix. I don't have anything big box or anything like that besides Walmart, as far as groceries go. Walmart, Publix, Winn-Dixie, Dollar General, the Dollar Tree. That's about all I have real close by. So I'm going to make the drive to go to Aldi. I'm going to check it out. Everybody says I should go to Aldi. You save money at Aldi. Aldi's prices are great. So I have my list that I made. I made my meal list for the week yesterday, and I made my grocery list yesterday. I went to Publix and I grabbed a couple things that were buy one, get one free, because that's always a better price than Walmart. I went on the Walmart app and I ordered everything like I was going to do a pickup order. Their prices are the same on pickup as they are in store, so I have a good comparison. And then I'm going to buy everything that's on that Walmart list. I'm not going to pick up the Walmart list, but I am going to buy hopefully everything at Aldi so I can compare prices. Now, this is just for 1 week, so it won't be a huge difference, I don't think, but maybe in the future it'll be worth it for me to drive that far to go. I don't know. I'll find out. But that's on the plan for today, and I am hitting the road here in just a moment.
Many minutes later.
All right, so I made it to Aldi. It took me about 45 minutes, a little longer than I was expecting. So 45 minutes each way, that's an hour and a half out of my day, just driving to get here. So hopefully the prices are a lot better, and I got my bags. I'm gonna go in and see what's up. Oh my gosh. So I finished my shop. I stuck with my list. There were a couple things I didn't get. There were a couple things that came in bigger packages, so I had to change it up a little bit. I did add 2 things on, and as of right now, I spent about $10 less than I would have spent at Walmart. I am so totally excited about this. I will definitely be back to do a bigger shop. This was such a great thing. I'm so glad I did it. I had people telling me you should go to Aldi, you should go to Aldi, and I said, it's such a long drive. I just don't know. I can't wait to get home and redo my list so it's closer to what I got, and add on the things a couple things that I grabbed real quick that I don't think were on the Walmart list. But I'm gonna say I saved probably, my Walmart list was at $56. And I spent $46 here, so but I added on $8 worth of lunch meat. So I'm gonna say I easily probably saved 10%. If this was a bigger shop, it would be so totally worth the drive. There's gonna be more to come as soon as I get home and I'm able to go through my lists and actually do a for real price comparison.
Many minutes later.
Alrighty, so let's finish up my review on my trip to Aldi. I'm a convert. So I went back over my list from Walmart because there were a few things that I couldn't get at Aldi, or things that I had to change out a little bit. I wanted a can of shoe peg corn, which I could have gotten at Walmart, but they didn't have it at Aldi, so I got a regular can of corn, which is fine. It'll work just fine in the recipe. I had to get 2 small Parmesan cheeses, 2 8-ounce Parmesan cheeses instead of 1 16-ounce. Still worked out cheaper. There were a couple other things. I would have gotten 1 pound of carrots, but I wound up with 2 because that's all they had to offer. They didn't have any sweet onions or Vidalia onions, so I did get 3 pounds of yellow onions. That definitely worked out cheaper, and I think probably the Vidalias would have worked out cheaper also, or very close to the same price. The lunch meat that I got at Aldi was a 1 pound tub of the the ones that come in the red tubs, and it was $3.85 for 1 pound, which I thought was an amazing price. At Walmart it was $3.74 for 9 ounces, so would have worked out to $6.65 a pound. I did get ham and turkey on that. half and half. I had to get 2 quarts instead of a half gallon. Still worked out cheaper. There were only 3 things where purchasing at Walmart on this would have been cheaper. And that was the vegetable oil for the same size would have been 57 cents cheaper. That's a pretty decent amount, but when you take into account how much less everything else was, it wouldn't be worth not going to Aldi because of that one thing. The chili powder that I got was 2.5 ounces for 95 cents, and Walmart would have been 3 ounces for 98 cents. I'm going to call that a wash. And then the other thing was the broccoli crowns. They were $1.69 a pound at Aldi, and they were $1.34 a pound at Walmart. To be fair about that, I usually am not overly excited over Walmart's produce. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. So that's not a deal breaker for me either. Overall, I spent $46.28 at Aldi, and this was a very small, just top it off for the week list. I mean, this was not a big shop. There was no meat on it. There was just a little bit of dairy. There really wasn't much on this. I'm pretty well stocked as far as meats and stuff goes, so this was just a top off for this week. Just a few things that I was either almost out of or that I just needed specifically for recipes. My total at Walmart with the sizes that they had would have been $53.21, which if you think about that, that's what, $6, $7, not really worth my drive. But once I adjusted the prices for the sizes, like the lunch meat instead of $3.85 would have been $6.65 times 2. And there was a couple other things that once I did the math by the pound, probably would have added on $6 and some change. So figure I would have spent probably close to $60 at Walmart for the same things that I got for $46 at Aldi. If this had been a big shop for me, maybe for 2 weeks or for a month, or a big stock up on things that I am out of, I looked at the other prices at Aldi. Their prices, yeah, everything everybody's been telling me, are amazing. And we don't buy a ton of groceries, obviously. I only spent $46 plus a little bit at Publix the other day, and to be honest, I should have waited to go to Publix because even the Aldi prices were better than the buy one get one frees I got at Publix yesterday. I'm sold. We grow a lot of our food, but there's things that we can't grow at certain times of year. There's things that we just can't grow. I don't have a cow in the yard. I don't grow beef. I'm not zoned for a pig. I don't grow my own pork. We have chickens, we have rabbits. That's it for meat. Once in a while I have friends that have things that they'll barter with me, but we have chickens and rabbits right now. Occasionally we have ducks and turkeys. That's it. We might get quail again, but that's it for us for meat. So obviously there are things I have to buy at the store. We don't have any tomatoes. We had a terrible tomato year last year. I don't have any more canned tomatoes. The fresh tomatoes haven't come in yet. It's just too hot for them right now. I've just planted. It's going to be a while before that stuff comes in. The lettuce is starting to come in, so hopefully I'll be able to back off on some of these things, but I can't grow everything in the yard that I use. So I do hit the grocery store, and it is important to me to be able to make a budget and try to stick with it. And the way the prices have been going up lately, it's been getting harder and harder. So I'm excited about my drive to Aldi. It was in 45 minutes. It was an hour and a half just drive time out of my day. But I will definitely do it again. And the next time I will do a bigger shop. I will buy some of the frozen stuff. They had more gourmet type choices than I get even at Publix for amazing prices. I am sold on Aldi. If you have been struggling with your grocery bill, and I don't know anybody that hasn't been, find someplace like Aldi. They are amazing. I know a lot of people like Sam's Club. I haven't been to Sam's Club in a long time. It's even farther for me than Aldi is. Probably I won't be going anytime soon, but find somewhere that is similar to Aldi that's a discount store. Yeah, there's no frills. They take the boxes, they cut them open, they put the stuff on the shelf in the box. Who cares? Who cares? It was all mostly their store brand. Who cares? I buy store brand at Walmart. I buy store brand at Publix. I buy things at the Dollar Tree, for crying out loud, if they're cheaper. If you have a Publix, if you have an Aldi near you, give it a try. See how it works for you. Compare it to what you spend at the other stores. Be fair. I tried to be very fair with this. I tried to stick very closely to the list. I didn't buy a bunch of extras. Although I could have, I didn't. I stuck with my list, and when I got home, I adjusted the Walmart list so it was as close as possible, as close as I could. That was one small shop. I mean, that's my whole thing. This is my whole receipt. It's a tiny shop. $16. $16. If I did that every week, if I did one big shop for the month, what's that, $60? Over $60 for the month I would save? It's amazing. Aldi has my seal of approval. If something changes, I'll let you know, but right now, that's where I'm at. So, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my beautiful day out here. It is hot again today. I do live in South Florida, Zone 9B, and we like to say the hinges of Hades. It is hot out here, but I do have some things I've got to get done. Thanks for watching. If you stuck with me this far, thanks a lot. I'm glad you did. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Maybe you have opinions on Aldi. Maybe you have another store that's just as great. Let me know. I don't know that I'll be able to go there from here, but let me know. I'm sure other people can. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, hit the bell, and in the meantime, grow something.